Hey, 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 come on in and stay. Welcome back to Charlie Mike Woodworks. I'm James. Welcome to my shop. Welcome back to Charlie Mike Woodworks. This is part 1 of 2 of making a free flag for a veteran. Make sure you always have your hearing, breathing, and eye protection. Stay safe, stay alive. Okay, we are using some reclaimed poplar. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick, and each stripe is an inch wide, so it's 13 inches in height or width, or however you look at it, 25 inches long. We exist for 2 primary reasons at Charlie Mike Woodworks and Design. First is to provide free flags for veterans and first responders, as many as we can, and we need your help to make that happen. I'll tell you more about that later. Number 2 is to raise awareness about PTSD and depression. And as you can see, I am going to use my handy dandy table saw, which I hopefully one day will be able to upgrade that to a cabinet saw. But you know what? This is a great saw. It's done very, very good for me. And so what we're doing is we are going to trim off the ends, or the sides I should say, of the boards. And then we're going to take it, cut it right down the middle, because that's going to give me, literally, it is going to give me 2 pieces. And you'll see how here in just a second when I take the one piece and flip it on over and trim off the other side just to make sure it's perfect. Selfless plug, like, share, subscribe. Now, what we're doing here is we're actually doing a little sanding, because you always have to have a little bit of sanding going on in every woodworking video, because everybody says they hate it, but you know what? It's really not that bad. And speaking of selfless plugs, liking, sharing, and subscribing, that's one of the biggest ways that we're going to be able to continue to provide free flags for veterans and first responders. If we can get as many subscribers as possible, we'll be able to continue to work towards monetizing, and all of that is going to go towards creating and delivering free flags for as many veterans and as many first responders as we can. And what we're doing here is we are adding a little bit of flame to the wood to bring out that grain. There are a lot of different YouTube videos out there on how to make a flag, and 2 or 3 of the best ones I've seen are David Vasher. He's at David Vasher 6752, at Patriot DIY, and Matt Outlaw at 731 Woodworks. And just making sure that everything fits, and it does. And what we're going to do is we're going to scribe a line, and then if you saw my mosaic video where I said make sure you have a good numbering system, this is me making sure I have a good numbering system. See? And then to make sure that we have good separation of the colors, what we do is add a few razor blades, and that will provide us good separation. That's me waving. And we're going to start painting. This is one of those ubiquitous painting scenes. So I'm going to paint the red, and then I'm also going to paint the blue, which you'll see here in just a minute. for the Union. The white stripes, I'm actually going to leave those just natural color. And as you can see, I always like to paint on the inside of each stripe just in case if the wood becomes separated just a little bit, it still looks the same color. And this is my very first free flag for veterans and first responders. It's going to my brother, Benjamin Evans. This is again part one of a two-part series of making this flag. So thank you very much for your time, for watching, subscribing, liking, and sharing it. That's Charlie Mike.